Hey, Mark from Wicked Awesome Food here, and today I'm going to show you how to make this spicy, delicious, modernized BLT. Are you wondering how you can take an old school classic, the BLT, and make it better? A BLT is a great sandwich. It is a classic. But today I'm going to show you my 5 tips for how to make it better. And don't worry, these are easy things you can do too. When you take a bite of it, you're going to be blown away because I'm literally spicing up the BLT. And by the way, tip 5 is one you've probably never done when making a BLT. But before I get to my first tip, let's talk about bacon. I'm putting these down on my cold Blackstone griddle. I haven't even turned it on yet. And this is basic thin cut bacon. This is not the time for the thick stuff. You want the thin stuff for this because you want it nice and crisp so you can bite through it easily. Now before I turn this on, I'm going to do something to the bacon that you may have never thought about before, and it's tip number 1. I'm going to use a rub to get some extra flavor and heat on the bacon. The rub I'm using is equal parts paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, ancho chili powder, with a little cayenne pepper for some extra heat. It's going to be amazing on the bacon with a great flavor profile, and it's going to add some nice heat. I'm just going to sprinkle this all over the first side of the bacon, looking for nice even coverage. You don't have to go too crazy with this. And now I'll just flip the bacon, which is super easy since the griddle is cold. And now repeat on the second side. Now it's time to turn the heat on to medium-low to medium and get these cooking. And while these cook, let's work on the rest of the sandwich. My second tip is about the bread. I'm using white bread from a local bakery. It's incredibly delicious for white bread and so much better than any white bread from the bread aisle at the grocery store. And it's all about the bite. You don't want bread that's difficult to bite through. I'm going to toast these, so I need some butter. But I mean, if you already have butter and bread, why not mix in some garlic and make some garlic bread? And that's tip number 2. Elevate your bread by making it into garlic bread. I just mixed in some garlic powder into my butter, but you could easily use fresh garlic for sure. And I'm just going to spread it on the bread. I'm only adding it to one side because I'm only going to be toasting one side of the bread. Next up, it's tip 3. Elevate your mayo. This is a 1/4 cup of mayo or so, and this is a can of chipotle, chilies, and adobo. I'm going to dice up a few of these chilies, just a little rough dice. And into the mayo they go. And I'm also going to add a little bit of the sauce from the can, maybe a tablespoon or so. Give it a little mix. Oh yeah, that's it right there. Really good. Next up are veggies and tip number 4. I have a couple of nice big tomatoes here, and I'm going to cut some nice thick slices. I'm cutting a bunch. I might not use them all. We'll see how it goes. And I'm using red and yellow because I love them both, and I think it looks really cool. Finally, tip 4. Put some avocado on that thing. It's not 1960 anymore. Avocado is everywhere. So let's cut this guy in half the long way. Use your knife and whack the seed. Wiggle it out. And now I'll just use a butter knife to score the avocado into quarters. Now take a spoon and scoop it out. And repeat with the other half. And repeat on the second one. Let's go check our bacon. These are looking good. It smells great, obviously. It's bacon. I think we can give these a flip. Yeah, this looks good. I'll let these cook for a few more minutes on this side. Okay, this bacon looks done, so I'm going to get this off the heat. And then we can move on with our next thing. Okay, it's been a few minutes and the temp is up around 425, so now I can get our other ingredients on the heat. Oh, did I say ingredients? Yeah, that's right. Tip 5 is the one you've been waiting for. Get some color on the tomatoes and avocado. It only adds flavor. So first up are the tomatoes. Let's get these down on the griddle, right in all that delicious bacon fat. And now let's add our avocado. I'm not looking to cook any of these really, just get a little bit of color. And now that bread, not in the bacon grease since we've got the garlic butter on it. And I'll give that a minute or two to get some color. Let's get these off. And the avocados, they look good too. Off they come. Let's check the undercarriage on our bread. Looks fantastic. Okay, time to assemble, and then my favorite part, it's time to eat. First up is our bottom slice, toasted side down. Let's get some of that adobo mayo down. And now some shredded lettuce. Pile that up nice and high. It is the L in BLT after all. And now the grilled tomatoes. I want a few of each color. Looking good. And now this avocado, looking really good. And finally, our crispy, spicy bacon. Don't go easy here. This is the star of the show. And let's get some mayo on the top piece. And get that on there. And there it is. Let's get a little chopped parsley on there for some color. Holy that looks amazing. I just want to stare at it. I think I'm in love. Wow. All right, let's cut this thing in half and take a look. Wow. I mean, look at this kid. This looks pissa. Good God. I'm so excited to try it. Oh my God. That is so good. So much bacon. The adobo mayo is amazing. Bacon is crispy and spicy, and well, it's bacon. Tomatoes are delicious and easy to bite through. Even though I slice them thick, searing them, soften them right up. Totally improves the texture of the sandwich. I need another bite. Man, I need a moment. Sorry. Wow. There you have it. 5 tips for the perfect BLT, or BLAT, or SBLAT, whatever. But I'll tell you what, if you think this looks amazing, you should check out my video on making the world's best grilled cheese. Little hint, it's a triple decker, and I'll bet you've never seen grilled cheese like that before. Go take a look while I devour the other half of the sandwich.